inside the house. But that wasn't the worst part. Sarah thought babysitting would be the easiest money of her life. A quiet night, a rich family, an old house far from the city. She had no idea that before the night was over, someone would call her from inside the house. The parents left just after sunset. They smiled, said the kids were already tired. "Just put them to bed at 9, the mother said. "We'll be back late." The front door closed. The car disappeared down the long driveway, and the house went silent. At 9 sharp, Sarah walked upstairs. The children's room was at the end of the hallway, 2 small beds, nightlights glowing softly. She tucked them in, pulled the blankets up, listened to their breathing slow. Everything felt normal. She turned off the main light and went back downstairs. The living room was huge. Dark corners, old furniture that creaked when she sat down. She turned on the TV, lowered the volume, and finally relaxed. The phone rang. Sarah jumped. She stared at it for a moment, then picked it up. "Hello?" Breathing, heavy, slow, right into her ear. Then a man's voice, low, raspy. "Maybe you should check on the children." The line went dead. Sarah laughed nervously. Probably a prank. Wrong number. She hung up and tried to focus on the TV. Her hands were shaking. 5 minutes later, the phone rang again. She didn't want to answer, but she did. The same breathing, the same voice. "Why aren't you checking on the children?" Her stomach dropped. I think you have the wrong number," she said. Silence. Then a quiet laugh. Click. Sarah stood up. She locked the front door, then the back door, checked the windows. Everything was locked. She called the police. Her voice trembled as she explained the calls. The operator stayed calm. "Lock every door," he said, "and if he calls again, keep him talking. We'll trace the call." That helped. A little. Sarah sat back down on the couch. The house felt bigger now. Too quiet. The phone rang again. Her heart pounded. She answered. Breathing, closer this time, angrier. "You really should have checked on the children." Sarah swallowed. "Why are you doing this?" she asked. No answer, just breathing. She held the phone, forcing herself not to hang up. Seconds passed. Then the line went dead. The phone rang immediately again. It was the police. The operator was screaming. "Get out of the house! Now!" Sarah froze. "We traced the calls," he shouted. "They're coming from inside the house, from the upstairs phone." Her blood turned cold. Then she heard it. Footsteps. Slow. Heavy. Coming down the stairs. Sarah dropped the phone. She ran. The footsteps got faster. She tore open the front door and sprinted into the night. Behind her, the door slammed open. She didn't look back. Blue lights flashed at the end of the driveway. A police car. She screamed and ran toward it. The footsteps stopped. The police searched the house. They found the upstairs phone off the hook. They found signs of a struggle. The children were already gone. The back window was open, curtains moving in the cold air. The killer was never found. Sarah never babysat again. And to this day, she never answers the phone after dark. If this story made you uneasy, subscribe for more real horror stories. And tell me in the comments, what would you have done when the phone rang?